Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to another episode of the Penalty Box with your host, Kelal Ocmin. Round 1 of the playoffs, both AHL and NHL, have concluded, and Sunday night, December 5th, will be the start of the second round, and the matchups have already been set. In the Pittsburgh-Washington matchup, the number 1 seed versus the number 7 seed, Pittsburgh is probably going to be throwing out line combinations that include player names such as Smirky, Smarts, their hot goaltender, another hot goaltender's hot rivet, Teach, Frost, and ST of United. To counter this, Washington's probably going to be throwing out Timos, Koster, Jake 467, You Got Pwned, and Rolling Thunder. It should be a very, very competitive series. A lot of people say Washington's going to get killed. I don't see it that way. I think this series has the making for going the distance. Series, you have Buffalo versus Tampa Bay. Buffalo is coming off an extraordinary victory over the New York Islanders, whereas Tampa Bay pretty much manhandled their opponent, the New York Rangers. Buffalo is going to be throwing out AT-43, Agent Murphy, Silent Jacuzzi, Razchek, and Kevlinar. Now, Tampa Bay, of course, is a high-powered offense with Tudala, Matt the Cool Cat, Gerbinator, Agent NXS, and then they have that quiet goaltender named Oil Stain, and Mr. Big Guns. Now, in order for Buffalo to be successful, they're going to have to shut down Tudala and company. Matt the Cool Cat has shown that he can be quite explosive if the pucks go his way. They're going to have to maintain and contain this offense and play the exact same style they played against the New York Islanders. The New York Islanders had a vaunted offense as well. For Tampa Bay to be successful, Tampa Bay is going to have to put their foot on the throat and continue to step down hard. They're going to need to show up every game. They're going to have to play on top of their game to take down this Buffalo team. This Buffalo team's already showed that they're not intimidated by anybody or anyone. It doesn't matter what their record was or how powerful their offense is. They're going to play you their way. They have shown it through their first series, and they're probably going to be showing it again in the second series. This series can go either way. Frankly, if it was up to me, I think it's going to go 7 games. I'm not going to predict who's going to win. However, I am rooting for Buffalo.
The neutral zone. Has that puck down low, but it hit the post. Takes the shot. Got the blocker down on that. That's a nice save. It kicked it away. Picks that one up in the offensive zone. Rockets that one off a one-timer. Great save made on a blast off a one-timer. Score! And that's his second of the night.
Speaking of great stories, the Western Conference is full of them. Western Conference, Columbus Blue Jackets, the number 1 seed. The Columbus Blue Jackets shocked the VHL world, including myself, with their claim to the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. This team has never made the playoffs in its existence, but they did this year, and they did with a bang. Columbus Blue Jackets with newly acquired 11-11 on defense, Luke LK, Leadhead, Hockey Girl, Big Dirk Diggler, and Kilowatt in net are going up against the hot Los Angeles Kings team that took down the Edmonton Oilers in Game 7 in overtime. They came back from a 2-goal deficit in that game to clinch the series. The Columbus Blue Jackets cannot look past this LA Kings team. The LA Kings have Sauce, Hellrift, Kush, and Jamie P505. These guys are kind of quiet behind the scenes. You don't hear a lot about them. But you cannot underestimate them. They have proven throughout the season that they are willing to go the extra mile to make sure that they get the job done. And right now, the only thing standing in their way is Columbus Blue Jackets. This series, frankly, I think the Columbus Blue Jackets are going to win in 6. the Phoenix Coyotes and the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit Red Wings, led by TBU the Tiny, Matty B, CV 2112, and the Aesthetic Hope, have the talent and also the experience of getting things done in the playoffs. This team is not the same team it was last year. They've already shown that. But on that same token, it doesn't matter what the personnel is, who they have on the ice, the management group with that franchise expect nothing but greatness from their players, and they have shown it game in, game out. Phoenix, on the other hand, is rolling with Berto, Tony Ferrelli, KLE18, the other Ferrelli brother, Gun Monkey, and King Thrash. These Phoenix Coyotes have gone through a lot of turmoil off the ice this year. Almost half the roster was ejected from the league because of illegal issues. But still, they were able to battle it out, win their division, and win in the first round. I think this series is going to go 7. We'll be right back.
Teach got lucky tonight. They beat us in overtime again, man. We can't beat Teach in overtime. 1-0 games all the time against Pittsburgh. And they always get us in overtime. It's frustrating, man. But
well, it's not that you can't beat us in overtime. You just can't beat us, period. Point of view, if you're talking about the entire season, I mean, it was an awesome season. Hell, we're sitting here right now still talking about playoff races, coming down to the last minute here. So, it's been a great season. I think there's some teams that want to come back next season and really improve and get their teams turned around, and I think we're going to give them all the tools that they need to be able to do that and be able to come up there and compete, get themselves a playoff spot. But ultimately, I think that there's a lot of depth in the league.
From the VHL News Desk, I'm Blitzkrieg Born. The Hershey Bears go up against the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. The Portland Pirates go up against Charlotte Checkers. The Griffins go up against the Barons. And the Springfield Falcons take on the Sharks. That's your AHL update.
Welcome back. Now, tonight on the penalty box, we are pleased to announce a special guest in studio, owner of the Carolina Hurricanes, Darth Forsberg. Darth Forsberg's in the studio. Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me on the show, jackass.
A lot of people want to know, first off, what happened in Carolina this season? You guys had talent. You went out and you got a whole bunch of other guys in the draft. You spent some big bucks for Ricochet. That was a flop. What the hell happened?
I don't know. To tell you the truth, it's just okay, so the Ricochet draft pick wasn't the greatest. We had good intentions. We saw a better opportunity to draft the guy and then possibly trade him at the trade deadline. We traded him a little earlier. We just had lack of consistency. We had a handful of players. Our core group of guys were constantly consistent. They were. The problem was that the other players we had, whether it be on defense or some of our forwards, some of our goaltenders, don't even get me started on a couple of our goaltenders. A couple of our goaltenders just, it's a good show, and sometimes kids watch it, but I just say that they're flops. It just didn't work out, and unfortunately, we lost some games early that we could have won and could have gotten some more points, and it kind of put us in a hole, real tough hole to get out. I think the most we ever won in a week was there was a couple of weeks where we had 5 victories in a week. You can't make the playoffs doing that, and we understood that.
All right, so despite the off-ice stuff and the other issues surrounding your team, what do you look forward to going forward into Season 5?
Looking forward to Season 5, of course, the management group and myself, we're going to be getting together with some of our core players and finding out exactly what our needs are, how we're going to address them. We're going to do it through the draft, maybe make some trades, sign some free agents, and put together a competitive product and build on the foundation that we have this season.
How do you feel about your AHL affiliate, the Charlotte Checkers, led by, if I remember correctly, the Ripper Saint? What do you think those guys are going to be doing? They just took down their opponent in the first round in 5 games, and now they got the Portland Pirates coming up. What do you think about your farm team, so to speak, your AHL franchise?
Oh, the AHL roster. These guys are great. The Charlotte Checkers have been absolutely fantastic to watch this season. I'm extremely proud of Ripper Saint. The guy has run a tight program. He's fair. He's just. He's not a hard ass. He's to tell you the honest God truth, he's like me. I mean, he's rules. Always about the rules. Players not breaking the rules. He comes to me every week. After every game, he has a summary, a recap. He talks to the ownership group and myself and finds out, what we're going to be doing for the future, what we're going to be doing here. I see nothing but great things for this guy, Ripper Saint. I kid you not, VHL, he's going to be another franchise owner. If the door opens for him, I would not be surprised if the league asks, to tell you the truth. The guy's great. Other players on the team that are worth mentioning, you got Ziplocs, J-Raz, Lord Riddick, this Russian guy that currently is he's with our franchise. He's Uncaged Morzov, Lister, Crazy Ron is here, and Space Jam. These guys, these core group of guys in the AHL roster have been absolutely fantastic. These guys have put together a great product on the ice. They've battled hard. Some of them actually played up in the NHL a couple games here and there during the course of the season for me. I'm proud of these guys. These guys have shown that, the NHL team didn't make the playoffs, but the AHL franchise, with the help of these key players, has. And these key players want nothing more than to bring home a Calder Cup for the franchise. And frankly, they keep playing the way they are playing. I think they're going to be going strong. They're going up against a tough Portland team, the Portland Pirates, with former Carolina Hurricane Soccer Jr. And then you got Debo, you got Pibb, you got Millsy, Volrun, Ronick, Lunchbox. These guys are going to be tough. But I think Ziplocs, J-Raz, Lord Riddick, Uncaged Morzov, Lister, Crazy Ron is here, Space Jam with Ripper Saint. I think my guys are going to be victorious. So. Well, Darth, from everybody here at the Penalty Box and hockey fans sitting at home, we do appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate you allowing me to come on your show. I love the show, even though sometimes you and I don't see eye to eye. So, from here at the Penalty Box, including Darth Forsberg for stopping by, we'll see you at center ice when the playoff puck drops. Good night.